became their very first models because there were people, you know, it's got to have this.
Longtime manufacturer Bally was the first to go solid state, and combined with the fondness for theming games on 70s pop culture, they became the kings of the industry. Williams jumped into solid state soon after, but Gottlieb, the perennial giant, entered the market late and never recovered, leaving the business in 19...
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight on a quest to rescue the fair princess from the clutches of an evil
And with the
dragon.
new shoes sales,
You control the actions of a daring adventurer finding his way through the castle of a dark wizard who has enchanted it with treacherous monsters and obstacles.
They cost about the same price. They made multiples of the amount of money, and they didn't break.
In the mysterious castle of the castle, your odyssey continues against the
There's a much better
colossal
deal
forces
for
that
the
oppose your efforts to
customer
reach
being
the
operated.
dragon's lair.
Come on, show the video. Well, the solid state, it's a 4-player, so I can maximize 4 players. So if they're playing serially, it's one after another, they're not playing simultaneously. This video game is 2 players playing head to head. It's like a 30-second game. I can crank it to whatever level of difficulty that I want. It's a smaller footprint, so if I put the game facing this way instead of this way, I might be able to get 2 video games in that space that I was going to get only 1 pinball machine. So, pinball wound up losing favor fairly quickly.
pinball stayed popular, but arcades were spending their earnings stocking up on video games and didn't need new pinball machines.
So I'm just going around the room here.
I
extinction.
But pinball
Brought
stopped
my,
and soon
that's a good game up there actually. Skyhawk, I think.
Larry
Anyway, I
DeMarco
brought
Williams
my,
in 1980
mixed up my games. Before I had like a row of all Williams here.
Pinball, but
I had all my vectors down the middle.
Brand new
I had
video
pretty much
game
all my
division.
games.
Fortunately, he was good at designing video games
like the
too.
Ataris, the Williams, everything in
Jarvis created
order,
games like
I guess.
And Robotron 2084.
Came across
which became
a
gigantic
thread
hits.
on KLOV.
But Larry DeMarco
The guys were talking
Williams
about
developed
you know how it used to be random in the arcade,
back to team up
and
with another
I remember it
CDI,
that way as well.
Steve
So
Ritchie. Together,
one night,
they helped Williams
actually
reinvent
day,
pinball
because it took
for
hours and
video
hours to
games.
move these. There's 44 games in here. I moved them around and just kind of put them randomly, and by random I mean I made sure that there was no Cinematronics beside another Cinematronics, or an Atari beside another Atari, or Williams by another Williams, or, you know, or whatever. So I mixed them all up, and this is what I've got. This is what I came up with, and I don't like it. I guess I'm too anal, and I like them in their rows. I think it looks prettier or whatever, nicer. And I mean, this is okay. I mean, I love my arcade, but I don't know. I like where all my Williams, all my Defender, my Stargate, my Robotron, my Revenge from Mars, they were all together, and all my vectors were beside each other. And I actually have more room like this. I was able to bring in one more game, which is my Crazy Climber, but just not convinced that I like the way it is right now yet. So maybe it'll grow on me. I am going to leave it like this for a while. It was a hell of a time trying to get it all mixed up like this. So anyway, this is what's going on. And, my light burnt out, and I just got that on the bench. There's a problem with my ballast. The ballast is gone in it. And everything's working except for my Stargate, but I know what's wrong with that. It's just a loose connection. It seems whenever I move it, that's what happens. So anyway, I'll show the randomness now of the arcade. One thing I tried to do is that when you walked in right away, you saw the my Dragon's Lair, my Crazy Climber Tempest, Galaga, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Defender, Q*bert, Asteroids, and Frogger, and Zaxxon. To me, and Space Invaders is right in there too. To me, this row right here, that is the golden age of arcades.
They also became harder
Donkey
to
Kong,
play.
Pac-Man,
Complexity
Defender,
that sounded like a recipe for
Q*bert,
success, but in
Asteroids,
this case it was.
Frogger,
A
and
whole
then
new
right away you
generation
can
of
see
pinball fans was born,
Missile Command Corps,
obsessed with the
Zaxxon,
intricacies of new
Battlezone,
games,
Space Invaders.
all of which ushered in
Turn, there's
pinball's
Tron
greatest
and
era,
Scramble.
the
So
early 90s.
definitely, you know, definitely you can tell the theme of the arcade, right? It's the 80s. So
The older machines were obsolete.
that's that's why I did that anyway. And behind it on the next row, or I guess we go down this row too. So there's Crazy Climber and my Monaco Mini.
The Addams Family. Designed by Pat Lawler and Larry DeMar, the Addams Family became the most
Centipede. It's
successful
actually
pinball
got
machine of all time with over 21,000 units.
multi-peed board in it. My Asteroids Deluxe. I love this game. The blacklight effect is so cool.
Success drew new talent to the
And
industry.
then we got Dig Dug.
George Gomez was an industrial designer.
Like I said, I got a
who worked
faulty
on
cable
video
on my
games and
Stargate.
toys.
It's the wiring harness.
The reality is that I
Bagman.
always wanted to do pinball
Gravatar,
machines because, pinball machines
Burger
to me
Time,
is
and
incredible
Star Wars.
toys.
I don't know what I'm
It's
going to do with
like the biggest
Gravatar. I
average
absolutely
toy
love this
of, you
game.
know, of
I
them
play
all.
it all the time.
When I was doing
But I'll be
conventional
honest, I
toys,
have a
and
lot of
you'd be
people
working
over,
with,
and the
LED
kids do
9 volt
especially,
battery,
and
you're working on something
I'm
that
the only
has
one
to
that plays
sit on a shelf
it.
and costs
So
$19.95.
I don't know what I'm going to
So
do.
here's this thing that costs $4,000.
I mean, my Space Duel, it gets a lot of play because it's, you know, it's two players, so, and my kids especially like it. But
They were the
my
really
Gravatar
top people.
just
And
doesn't.
it's not
I'm building
hard to
a
see why
Black
designers
Widow
were
too, so
attracted to Williams.
hopefully that's
They
not the
became
same,
stars
but
within their industry.
I'll rotate them in and
They
out.
had nearly complete control over every aspect of their games, from the layout of the
Got a
playfield
little bit of a
down to
vector row
marketing
here.
brochures.
Guys like Pat Lawler and Steve Ritchie at the time were this
And then
mythological beings.
I've
you
kept
know,
my older games
that,
here.
you know,
So
designed
here's
games
my
that
shooting
ran,
game,
you know, incredible numbers,
my EM game.
You know, they were
And then
the
there's my
visionaries
early,
of the game,
you know,
and
1970 games,
that was
right? My
very cool.
Gunfight and my
Williams
Stunt
was a
Cycle.
place
And then right beside it,
where,
didn't have anywhere else to put it, so I just put my my
management
new in
worried
the box
about the price of the stock.
Robotron Mini
They
right
worried
there.
about what the games did.
I'm just listening
They
to
did
Tilt
come
right now,
down
the
to
movie.
make
It's
suggestions,
awesome.
But it was a
Dig Dug, I
time
love
when
Dig
you
Dug.
literally could tell them.
Just put the free play mod in that the other day, not too long ago.
You know, we used to, you know, the CEO would come down.
Bagman. I've been recording myself playing this lately. I can get up now to the
I'll take it under
to the
consideration.
level where,
It was
or I can almost finish the first level. I actually thought I had it finished the other day, and I moved the wheelbarrow over, and then I died. It turns out I had one more money bag left, the one that you have to use the pick to get out, and I had forgotten to do that, or I would have finished it.
Selling anymore.
And that would have been the first time
Williams was
that
competing against
I
itself.
finished it.
All the
So
machines they had sold in 1993 were
trying
still
to do
out
a
on
free
the
play
street
mod for
making
this.
money
Apparently it
and didn't
failed.
need replacing.
The operating
But
public could
Rich
not
was good enough
discern
over at this little game to
significant
redo the
differences
art, so I
from
got
one
that on
game to
order.
the
Hopefully he
next.
does
They
the
all kind of
plastic
blended and melded
control
together.
panels. They're all
Adams family,
They're
I think,
warped
won
and
basketball year for 4 years in a row,
all that, so.
5 years in a row. And, I mean, it's an incredible tribute. But what do you
the
think? That's like saying that the upcoming Academy Awards, Titanic's going to win as Best Picture of the
the
year.
Empire Strikes Back in there as well as the Star Wars.
Unfortunately, what wound up happening was all the designers, I think, fell victim to design.
Got a bad hum in here. Somewhat fixed it. It's a lot better than it was anyway.
A decade that
My
had
lunar
started
lander,
with 5 major
my
pinball
asteroid or my
manufacturers,
missile
had
command
by 1997
Push both
dwindled
buttons.
down to just 2,
changes it to missile,
Sega
super missile
and
attack.
Williams.
I love this game. This is one of the ones I play the most. Play a lot of Battlezone. Like I said, the ballast is burnt out, so my light's not working right now. I'm working on that. It's on my bench. That's about it. Frogger, I put free play in that the other day too. And it seems to bleed a lot of light. I don't know if they're supposed to be up in here behind. If they're supposed to be a piece of wood so that the light doesn't come back down. Mine doesn't have that, so let me know, because I think the light is coming down. There's too much light on the game, and I think it's because there's not a back behind the marquee lights. So if anybody knows, let me know. My Cubert, it's working great. Love this game. Lots of fun. Frickin' thing never holds high scores. I gotta get one of those things that Black Dog John got their
It was like
voltage regulator or whatever it is. But even then I hear that it
and the
doesn't work
street
all the
gangs had
time.
allegiances
But anyway,
to the king.
kinda cool.
You know, certain
I just bought this off Mike Dole. Mike's a great guy. We talk soccer. Our kids both play soccer, and I'm in Canada, he's in the US, but a lot of similarities there. Good guy. He's awesome for the hobby, and he built this 96 and 1. I'm sure everybody knows. Everyone's heard of it. Everybody's aware of his stuff. It's awesome, and it's just you can go through it and pick it. What I like is you go to other games here, and there's actually Super Pac-Man on here, and I love Super Pac-Man. It's a great game. It's a little bit smaller, but that's okay. They shrink it down to make it work.
question whether there was
But
even an exciting new
really
concept.
happy with that. Mike's also doing
Williams engineers had spent
the
years
Cubert.
searching
He's
for
doing a
the
Cubert
next
8 and 1. He's redoing those again. So
games with
great.
hundreds of
So
balls.
there's my Pac-Man.
Even his prototype three-dimensional game with multiple playfields.
My Donkey Kong, same thing. Push the
Too
two
expensive,
buttons
too gimmicky,
and
or simply just not fun enough.
two buttons.
None of them
No,
were
it's not
strong enough
working.
to be Pinball 2000. None, that is, except for a concept game designer John Popovich had been toying with, replacing a pinball machine's back glass with a
Seems to be
computer
working right now.
monitor
There
that
we
showed
go.
not
I didn't
only
push it
the
long
score,
enough.
but
So press
animation,
jump and then it changes to
even video
Jumpman
games that
2,
could complement the pinball game.
DK2.
It was decided
That's it.
this
Those
would
are my
be Pinball
games.
2000.
There's my Dragon's
But that
Lair. I love this
everyone was
machine.
convinced.
Lots of fun.
It was interesting.
I went to the Seattle show this year. That was a lot of fun.
The whole idea of TV monitor and pinball is boring.
Here's the keys.
It's not a
There
video.
we go, guys.
Like pinball. All the previous
It's the arcade and random, and I don't like it. I don't like random. Maybe I liked it too much the way it was before, but
And those two
I'm gonna
games
put it
have
back. Just I'm not doing it for a while because
There are
it's a pain
inherent
in
problems
the
in
ass.
putting video monitors staring straight at
Anyway,
you.
ciao for now.